About how Diddy mom came out defending him. She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
Yeah, he not a monster. She is. But I don't want to go there. But she is. She's the form. Everything. She created that. I don't want to go there. The satanic behind all these. It's her. It's her, bro. It's her. She is his. Like they like. Bro, she just ain't no. She the devil, bro. That's how I see it. She the devil. Janice Combs is. That bitch got everybody money. Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck what she talking about. Yeah, you go out there and tell me, seeing her defend Diddy, like, sit your ass down. You the worst person. You the wrong one. You got somebody that you like. That's like R. Kelly coming to talk it up for you. Like, nigga, shut up. We don't need you. No, Diddy innocent. Let's shut up, kill me. Not right now.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, ma?
Where do things go, baby? I'll be with you.
Care.
Hello?
Love you too.
I don't want to exchange you.
Ma, freshly dipped out.
Kirk Burroughs, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mom.
Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, detested Kim Porter and actually planned to have her removed. When it comes to Kim's strange death, Mase says we should be investigating Diddy's own mother. He claims that Kim's goose was practically fried the instant she discovered she was writing the expose book. Because if someone tries to betray her baby, Mama Bear will never tolerate it. However, there is much more to this situation than that. This is about obsession, treachery, and an absurd amount of control, as you are about to see. Now let us get started. If you have been following Diddy's story, you are already aware of Mase's claims that Janice Combs is the owner of all the receipts related to Diddy's dubious past. Some claim that she may have been the mastermind behind Diddy's covert activities, in addition to having knowledge of them, or the cleanup team at the absolute least. You guys have no idea how deep this goes, because this is now about control, legacy, and pure darkness rather than just loyalty. As if it were not unsettling enough, there had been rumors for years that Janice did not like Kim Porter.
He wanted receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Let's say everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the.
To put it mildly, Diddy is hardly the only tumultuous member of his family. All of this craziness is directly related to Janice, and everything will make sense once we get to Diddy's early years.
You heard about how Diddy mom came out defending him? She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
Yeah, he not a monster.
Because the backstory is important, here it is. Melvin Combs, Diddy's father, was not just a homeless stranger. Although he belonged to the streets, he was a sort of Harlem mobster with genuine connections to Nicky Barnes and the renowned Frank Lucas. His time was cut short when Diddy was just 2 years old, but he ran with the great stars. Janice was left to raise Diddy by herself. It is difficult to be a single mother, and Janice worked hard to ensure Diddy had everything. It sounds like one of those motivational tales about a mother who accomplished everything until the layers are removed. This is where Diddy's universe began to take shape and where things start to go hazy. For years, rumors have circulated that Janice's occupations were not your normal 9-to-5 jobs. She allegedly entered the adult scene in order to survive. Again, do not judge how others hustle. The fact that she would bring her job home, however, is what has many in a state of shock. She took that dark side of the world home, literally, and little Diddy was there to witness it all. This is where Diddy's persona was developed. Things moved from strange to what the hell at this point. Rumor has it that Diddy may not have coincidence.
His ex-partner, Kim Porter, rest in peace. My God, rest her soul.
Yes.
She has brought a book, a pillow book, that's come out now. And in the pillow book, she talks about white nails, having white nail polish on your nails, okay? Which basically he wanted her to have all the time, to have white nail polish on women on the fingernails. Like he liked all these girls to have the white nail polish. So as the color, so that you could see what the hands were doing more. Because the white nail polish showing is, it stands out. So when you're doing things and touching things, it's gonna show more. Okay, because where it's crazy is there's a video of him and his mother. They're really like talking about him and his mum. His mum was like, "Oh yeah, we're just here relaxing," and she showed her her nails. And the way that they were openly, like, just like he wasn't alive. They were openly talking to one another with your child, and how you can put your hands flat on the floor, which means you're backing it up.
Maybe, but if you are not already feeling something, let me know. Let us now discuss this mother-son relationship. It is not giving normal, too. Janice and Diddy have been behaving a bit too closely. Kisses on the lips, oversharing, no limits. For years, it has raised concerns. Not to mention the time Diddy made a joke about putting his mother on a dating show because he said she was overly particular about men. Like, mister, why are you so involved in your mother's dating life? Is it giving strange?
Yeah. For real. I do know how to have a good time.
Then there is the anecdote of the strip club, where he brags about going there with his mother, calling her his Doug, and claiming that she knows how to turn up. Being cool with your mother is one thing, but this is a whole other level of bluster.
Ain't sitting in the house playing, outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club, I don't care. For real. It's my dog, and I want to live life.
What sort of mother-son activity includes VIP bottle service and lap dances? Diddy boasted about co-signing it, not simply co-signing it. He further asserted that Janice still had the movements, stating that she could flatten her palms on the ground. In case you were unaware, that is a characteristic maneuver used in pole and exotic dance performances to demonstrate power and flexibility. What if Diddy said it about his own mother now? For example, what exactly are we discussing? It would be really awkward to imagine Diddy's mother doing that in front of him.
Y'all here moving and grooving. Yeah, my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving. She
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat.
Not to mention the occasion when they were seen smoking together at his mansion on video. Yes, individuals bond in different ways, but it was giving straight up party homies, not mother and son. And to be honest, it is times like that that leave you questioning whether there are any limits between them at all.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Ma?
Where do things go, baby? I'll be with you.
Care.
Hello?
Love you too.
You continue with it. I don't want to exchange your vehicle.
Mom freshly dipped on.
Okay, let us get on. This is the section that will make you furious. Let us discuss Janice's apparent role in Diddy's deception. She has remained silent for years, despite mounting accusations. Rapper Mase, however, claims that the silence is for a cause. He says the blueprint is in Janice's hands. According to Mase, Diddy has hidden the majority of his fortune under her name, not out of affection, but as a tactic. Consider it, if a billionaire was not trying to outsmart the government, why would he conceal his wealth behind his mother? It is a deliberate act, and anyone discovered doing shady business stands to lose a great deal.
Well, I did this. Told my he wanted receipts. Let's start with your mother, Nick. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got. You need more proof, eh? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipt. Craig Mack can't give you. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob? And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the. You're not signing, nigga. Cause I need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that.
Additionally, Diddy is confident that his mother will not betray him, so he believes his riches are secure with her. Even when things become dirty, she rides for him, protecting him forever. The problem is that their ride or die mentality has really crushed a lot of people in their path. Even if it means stomping on other people's necks, that type of loyalty has a price. Word has said that they have walked on a number of them. Just to show you how much Janice cares for Diddy's company, she is always prepared to fight for him. She has defended Diddy online on multiple occasions. For example, when Mase exposed Diddy in a vicious diss track, Janice quickly went live on Instagram to protect her son and make it clear to Mase that he should not approach him unless he wants to smoke.
Everybody that's on the my mom said Mase. Yeah, we still love Mase. It's always gonna be love.
That's what my son. What's up?
Man, mom gave him smoke that go away.
Janice is completely involved in Diddy's affairs, and it is obvious that she will stop at nothing to preserve his reputation. The problem is that there is a very fine line between being an enabling and being protective. Diddy should be appreciative of her commitment, would not he? Wrong. Despite all that Janice does for him, Diddy does not always give it back. There have reportedly been some difficult times in their relationship. Former longtime bodyguard Gene Deal claimed that Diddy had hit his own mother after a fight. Yes, it is said that he struck the woman who saved his life.
Wow, man, I still can't believe what I seen. And I remember you told me that, Diddy, he smacked his own mom. And to be honest with you, man, I really didn't believe it. But after seeing that video of him and Cassie and what he did to her, I believe her now, man.
Well, yeah, listen, bruh, Kirk Burrows, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mom.
Imagine being the target of someone else's anger and control issues while parenting them. It should come as no surprise that Diddy's relationships with other women are a complete mess, given the way he treats the one woman who has always supported him, and Janice remains faithful despite all.
Remember, we was in the car. It was me, Puff, and his mother got in the car with us, and we was in the limousine. We was on, was it 20 West 19th Street or 5 West 19th Street? That was the first bad boy office when they came into Manhattan. Not the Scarsdale shit. I'm talking when they got the first official bad boy office in Manhattan. Yo, his mother got in the car. He was on the phone talking about somebody to something. And then he said to his mother, yo, didn't I tell you to stay out my business? Yo, I want to snatch the fucking shadow off him. I said, boy, who you talking to? I said, if you ever talk to your mother like that again, around me, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. Now, people don't know and people don't understand. Not only was I one of the leaders of the same gang, I had been around Puff and I seen him. Like when the kids ran him down the block the whole 9 yards. Me and Puff had been dealing with each other from the red zone to the building when they had unsigned hype and all that. So y'all thinking that, oh, this is his bodyguard and everything like that. Y'all call them OGs, y'all call them lieutenants and everything like that. I was one of the leaders of the same gang at the time. And I'm not gonna let him, as a man and as a person that I am, disrespect his mama. I say, boy, if you ever talk to your mama like that again around me, I'm G. But G, I told her to stay out of business. Nick, let me just say this to you right now. If she wasn't for her, you wouldn't have no business. And Miss Combs sit there and quiet as a church.
If you take a step back, the situation only becomes more tangled. For this reason, this does not appear to be love. I have no idea what it is. Janice's role in Diddy's life is anything but typical, from handling his finances to remaining silent during all the controversies. When the unsettling information began to surface, people began to wonder how much of Diddy's business was truly constructed behind the scenes with Janice's assistance. Who knows what else she has been involved in if she has been assisting him in concealing funds and cleaning up his mess. We sort of do, actually. The floodgates opened and victims began speaking ever since Diddy's imprisonment. They did not hold back either. Uncle Gene should come first. Janice was the one pulling strings, he revealed. He claimed that she meddled so much that she ultimately led to his termination, even when he was Diddy's bodyguard. She was controlling every aspect of her grown son's business, including who stayed and who left, as if it were her kitchen.
We was in the office one time. This one time, Justin heard, she brought some food up. And she's like, Gene, I need you to go downstairs and get this food out the truck or the van or whatever she had on down there. I need to get out there. I said, and all these people's in the office. It's 1,000 interns that could have did that shit. But I know she just she wanted to show that she had power over me, and I would never give her no power over me. You understand? Because she used to always ask me to do shit. I know what, she probably really wanted me to do, but I wasn't feeling that. So now I'm sitting there like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. So she got all messed, riled up. Everybody do what I tell them to do except you. Who do you think you are? Stuff like that. I said, I'm here for Puff. Anything happen to him while I go down there getting your food, it's a situation. Puff overheard the thing. And Puff came out and said, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Why you always messing with Gene? Leave Gene alone. This came out of his own mouth in his office. And there's people who was there who witnessed the shit. And from that point on, Paul started getting this other dude from my block, around our block, named Stretch, because he was NYPD, to take my days. And I just said to myself, and that's how we fell out. That's how.
In addition to criticizing Diddy, John also attacked Janice. He says she came on to him after going too far. She supposedly got him fired when he declined her and acted professionally. Imagine being fired from your work because your boss's mother was unable to cope with rejection. If this is accurate, she is extremely unstable. And to be honest, it only highlights Diddy's constant control over the situation. He wants complete control over everyone, everything, including his own mother, at all times. This narrative continues getting more and more unsettling. Everyone. Diddy is constantly in the spotlight and publicly displays his love for Janice despite the craziness that goes on behind the scenes. Using adjectives like vivacious and phenomenal as if they were on sale, he has sent extravagant birthday notes referring to her as his hero. However, it is difficult to avoid getting the impression that all of the praise is merely for show, as if they are more concerned with maintaining a polished appearance than being genuine with one another. Genuine. How unfortunate that what should have been a lovely mother-son bond was rather an APR gimmick. The word dysfunctional does not even describe it. Let us change our focus now and discuss the current situation.
About how Diddy mom came out defending him. She made a comment saying that Diddy is not a monster.
Yeah, he not a monster. She is. But I don't want to go there. But she is. She's the full monster. Everything. She created that. I don't want to go there. The satanic behind all this, it's her. It's her, bro. It's her. She is his. Like they like, bro. She just ain't no. She the devil, bro. That's how I see it. She the devil. Janice Combs is. That bitch got everybody money. Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck what she talking about. Yeah, you go out there and tell me, seeing her defend Diddy, like, sit your ass down. You the worst person. You the wrong one. You got somebody that you, like, that's like R. Kelly coming to talk it up for you. Like, nigga, shut up. We don't need you. No, Diddy innocent. Let's shut up, kill me. Not right now. That's her. Shut your ass up. You the reason the man like he is.
You had any issues with her?
I don't like her. I ain't ever had no issues with her. I just don't like her. I don't like her.
Personally?
Because she got my money. That's why. That's why I don't like her. And her son, she right there with it when all of it was going down. There was everybody who watched that man abuse us. I don't like him. Everybody who didn't have the heart to speak up, I don't like him. Everybody, because I would have spoke up. I ain't never been afraid to tell Puffy, my mama, my daddy, nobody. Nothing. I keep telling y'all, I love God. What you gonna do, kill me? I love God. I've been trying to die since I was younger. God forgive me. So to be here is a blessing. I used to ask God to take my life. I want to be with my brother, my grandma. I want to be with my mama. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? This here is whack. Earth is whack. The world is whack, really. If I'm outside of my...
You mean priorities. Simply by observing Janice's behavior since Diddy's incarceration, you could smell how out of touch she is. Janice was so unconcerned just before Diddy's problems became serious that rather than appearing as a worried mother, or at least someone who is aware of the gravity of the situation, she appeared as though she was going to a Met Gala rather than a federal court during her initial court appearances. Like, take it seriously. Naturally, that was not tolerated by the internet because she was totally tone deaf. She was being ridiculed on social media. Janice is out here treating the court like a fashion display, while victims and their families are pleading for justice. Make sense of it. However, the repercussions are now coming full circle. Diddy believed that by registering assets and transactions in his mother's name, he would be protected. However, it just served to bind her directly into the pandemonium. Janice may have to confront things head on now that the legal heat is on. It is quite striking that she has remained silent over the years. She did not say anything when Mase and Mark Curry were being denied their publishing, and it was not because she did not know. She was the thief, allegedly. Therefore, she would have implicated herself as well if she had spoken up. A path of destroyed lives has been left in its wake by the chaos of avarice, betrayed loyalties, and cover-ups. The folks who were harmed by all of this cannot be disregarded. Former bad boy musicians have been talking about how it destroyed their lives, careers, and mental health. For instance, during an interview, Freddie P sobbed uncontrollably and stated that he is still working to recover from the trauma he endured. And that is only one tale. Numerous others were ingested and expelled by the same technique. In actuality, Diddy and Janice created an empire that prioritized wealth and power over actual people. That empire is now disintegrating.